Vietnam! Okay, just had to get that out of my system. Putting the hat on backwards because I don't want to dox my super secret hideout of where I make the bread. And I've decided to do something a little different, especially this early in the morning. But yeah, I didn't get too much sleep. I did a fantastic show. No matter what, doing that show is so cathartic and so fun, and having the OGs, the people that I've known throughout the years that show up and watch and engage, that's where the magic happens. And I guess I don't know what it is about today. It's such a funny thing to me how extreme I can think in one way and then a complete other the next. Yo, good morning there, stuck in the middle, Pooh, aka DJ Bricks. Good to see you guys. Good morning. This is not gonna be in any shape or form a political rant. I have just a few minutes before I have to get back into the super secret hideout building and acknowledge that whatever I'm feeling today and right now is something that I have to recognize and remember every time, no matter when I find myself on a low. Hey, Red Fox, good morning to you too. Whenever I find myself on a low, which is maybe more often than I think a lot of us give out. Okay, when we go through any kind of struggles, I think in the age of social media, we've grown so out of touch with showing vulnerability, showing any kind of weakness. We're in a big flex culture. People want to show off, what they have, materialism or whatever, accomplishments. And there's some level of health in that. And then there's another area where you lose your own identity. And on my way to work today, where I made a wrong turn and I had some extra time to think, instead of going kind of batshit and raging for whatever reason, or sometimes I go into deep memory regress and start recalling happier times. It's how I get through these long drives to work. The point being is, today I'm feeling very positive, and I want to retain that positivity, that we should identify every reason to feel as blessed as we are. There are plenty of things that are going to remind us that we're in a struggle. Did I see C-Files? What's up, C-Files and Riddle Drid? Fantastic to see you guys. We are all struggling in this together. We're all in this crazy-ass little soup, this stew of chaos. We're all witnessing a world that maybe we don't recognize or don't want to recognize. There's a lot of ugly out there. I mean, you don't have to just do a podcast or watch the news or even look at, social media, doom scrolling, or any form of entertainment on any streaming service to remember how crazy things are in the world. It's how we handle it day in and day out, and what we choose to do in all of our pursuits of dealing with every new person or the same people that we know damn well we're sick of seeing day in and day out. It's how we choose to march forward, right? How much of everything we deal with or how we feel is within our control. And I want to remind myself of that before I go through those doors again. And I see the very same people that I know, like there's some people I see and I know that the energy they have is zapped. They're apathetic. They hate life. They hate where they are. They don't want to be here. But I remember also, at least for me personally, when I find myself especially not wanting to be at work, which is something we all have to accept as a fact of life, unless you're living off the government in some capacity, we find ourselves with idle time and we maybe think we could be more productive. I remember for a brief spell, I don't know if Stuck is still here, but there was a hot minute where I didn't have a job for like 2 months, which was like a shock to my system because I've been working since I was 12 years old. Yes, child labor laws, $5 for every 2 hours. Fuck that guy. Anyway, stay positive. Yeah, so I in my mind, I wanted to drive over to where Josh lives, my old friend, and I wanted to be in that studio, and I wanted to just go ham and just go online and just do content and everything to stay busy. And it was what I envisioned. It didn't work out that way, but you know what? The hands of fate worked in another way, and the show had an amazing experience, and we're still having our fun with what we have. Regardless of everything, there are people that I feel so blessed to have known. Shamrock, I don't know if you're in here. Crystal, a memory that I recall. I've been thinking about giving you a call a lot, and I know I say that a lot, but on these long ass drives, and when I say long drives, I mean 20 miles to and from every fucking day, including traffic on the turnpike, I really go into my memories way too much and think of just the days of yesteryear. I'm really trying to reaffirm and ground myself in the present and feel the gratitude of everything I have. I may mention my mother's health a lot. Wheelchair, 82 years old, God bless her. Can't really walk that well anymore. She can walk, but not well. But she's there, and I'm there, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm going to be so thankful for that. Other people will weaponize things that they see that you love and try to make you feel any kind of way but good. And that's someone that's living in their own misery, their own kind of mental filth. It's easy to feel persuaded to want to jump into the filth with everybody else and absorb that negativity. We can be the beacons of what we want to aspire to see. We absolutely can. And I don't have too much time, but it's with this energy. I don't know where it really came from. I know I didn't sleep well, but I know I kept finding myself feeling very proud of the show last night. Really enjoying that I have a friend like Josh. Josh, you so-and-so. There was a bit I missed and I felt really guilty. If you happen to go back and watch the show and you see when he puts up the off the record, that was a damn opportune time for me to fall into a joke. That's why I wanted that in-studio shit. 2 months I kept asking him, can I? Just not his fault. But so we're far past that time. And for whatever reason, right now, I'm going to use this momentum. Sometimes it feels like I'm not solely in control of my own attitude or perception or my feelings. Sometimes it feels like the world is fucking me and I want to just focus on how fucked I feel. None of that is going to change a damn thing. No good will come of it. Nobody is going to see me and give me sympathy or give me anything that's going to be productive. It's me. It's us. All of us together and separate. We have to manifest exactly what we hope to achieve in some shape or form. Nobody's going to call the motherfucking wambulance for us. Nobody cares about our woes and our strife. We have compassion, we have empathy, but we're all very much individuals, and it is these battles, while we may feel we're fighting them alone, I know that there's a great many number of you that I could tap and call at any time. And what's up there, Anita? I wish I made music. I love writing poetry. I love spoken word poetry. I've done that for a great many years, and thank you for reminding me of that, because, as a matter of fact, totally kind of related, during my 20-mile drives, which I'm crying about as I identify that, I am starting to try to string words together just to rhyme out loud, but I do best when I'm in front of a screen and typing it out or writing, and that is my catharsis. And also having, being on a show, having a formatted show, or just ranting my head off here and just counting my blessings. And prayer has been helping me a lot during these drives. I jokingly confided, because nobody else can hear me now, right? Super secret. I shared with my co-host and friend Josh, sometimes when I'm driving in the car all the way to the marina at work here, because, I live very far from the beach, sometimes I'll just think of some shit that makes me angry, and I'll just start shouting nonsense, like straight nonsense, in my ride, just to kind of get it out. Hey, windows are up, so, I'm sure it looks like I'm really jamming out to a heavy metal song if somebody were to look at me. But I digress. I mean, the point being is I'm finding all of the mechanisms and tools so that I can feel like I'm a better me. And I don't want to fall back, even though I know these highs and lows, ebbs and flows, they come and go, and this is how we do. This is how life is always going to be. It is a trail. It is something with bumps and dips, and it has its smooth patches, but it's always gonna be something. And when I walk through those doors, it's gonna be any one of those things, and I'm gonna do my best to enforce that it is a smoother road, and hopefully that can rub off on the people around me that I have to see. This is my job. I may miss another job where I was paid better and had better benefits and all of this stuff, but that's not reality today. Today, my reality is here, and this is where I get my bread, and I just wanted to express my gratitude in this moment of clarity and extend that, please recognize none of us are truly alone. I know we can get very simplistic and remind ourselves we are all born alone and we die alone or something, and while there may be some very inherent primitive truth about that, we're not living alone. If we truly took the time to reach out, and there's a lot of irony in me saying that because I don't reach out. I am very much my own island. I need to embrace the people I know that are there for me, and I need to embrace everything, good, bad, and ugly, and make the best of it. And that's what I guess, randomly wanted to put out there today. On this morning, year of our Lord. Time to get to work. God bless y'all, and make the most of your day. And remember, truly, we're all in this together. It's just a matter of us choosing to reach out. I always read the comments back. Sometimes I look away because I'll get like one guide, or like I'll take some bait, or I'll get distracted, and as you can see, I ranted. I'll go on another topic entirely. Don't get me started on topics. I better not see a single political... Did I say topics? I better not see a single political point when I look down, and then I'm going to go. Thank you, Auntie Anita Brave. I do appreciate that. Rildred, you've offered a conversation so many times. And C-Fowls, I am calling you today because Josh and I had a discussion. And also on this channel, like the show that I do, that I put my blood, sweat, tears into, even though not as much effort as my co-host and friend Josh, it's stuck in the middle. It's on my community post. You'll see it a lot. Don't get confused when you see me maybe engaging with some other hater, locale troll. He's fighting his own battle, and sometimes I do shorts just to share like my love for comic books, because I'm a nerd, and I literally don't care what people think. We all find what we appreciate and love, and that's what matters. It's not what others think about what we love. All right, peace. Guys, peace. I'm calling you. It's about Discord.